Hello everyone, Fudge3004 here. I am in No Man's Sky. In the last episode, we kind of got the ship fixed a little bit. We still need our launch thrusters to be fixed. So we're going to have to make some pure ferrite to do that. And that's the ferrite dust, but I need to gather quite a bit more. I have a bit on the ship, but not a lot. And I actually have more than I thought right there. And we also need chromatic metal to repair this guy right here. And I think we can do that with phosphorus. So in my last episode, I was just, running around trying to figure out things to do and get. And, go to your ship. Try to find your ship right away. Find a safe spot to repair your suit, because you need to keep your suit up. And if you pick up sodium, this can help repair your suit until you can get into a safe place, and that's going to help you out a lot. And another thing that I was doing was picking up those blue glowy flowers. They used to be platinum, like I said, and I'm just used to picking them up, so I just always pick them up. And I don't need to pick them up anymore because there's no point in it besides when you want a jetpack boost. Scan all this stuff. This will give you extra money, and a lot of these tips come from one of my subscribers that posted a comment on my first video, so I do appreciate that. I have played this game a lot. I just kind of do things a little bit differently, trying to find my way around and stuff, and just trying to figure things out as I go. I do appreciate everybody's comments. Those really help out a lot, and they do help me to do better with a lot of my games. We need to go up into the sky and into space, and we need to figure out where we're going to be going, because we're going to be selling a lot of stuff. And so we got to find a space station or even a place down here that we can sell the stuff at. So we're going to be definitely getting that figured out. So right now, as you can see, I have 3,500 units already and 15 nanite clusters. So I'm actually doing pretty decent for right now. Now always try to look for that starship shape on your HUD, and also up at the very top. You can see it right up there at the very top of the screen, going to the left and now going to the right. That tells you where your starship and any other points of interest are. So you want to make sure that you keep that kind of somewhere in your sight and try not to get too far away, because if you are in a bad spot or a bad situation, you may not be able to make it back. Okay, that rock had phosphorus. This one does too, and I think we can make that stuff from the phosphorus that we're getting from these rocks. There may not be a lot, but there should be some enough to help us. So I am going to get back into here, kind of recharge my suit some. Now we have enough ferrite dust, and now we need to make the refinery, and we're going to try to make enough stuff to get that pure ferrite. So I already have this guy right here. Let's just go and put the refinery kind of right close to it. So press Z and then E and then go to your refinery, and I need metal plating. Okay, so I can go ahead and do that actually really easy. Just press tab and go to here, click on it, and then click on metal plating, and that's made. Now I'll go back to Z, and then I can just go and click it and put it down. And like I said, there's going to be another ghost one, but I don't have enough parts. So what I'm going to do is go to E, and let's put carbon in here. And let's go and just do the regular carbon. It's going to give us a little bit of fuel, but not a lot. So we're going to have to probably get some more. And let's go ahead and put the ferrite dust in here, and then that's going to tell us how much we're going to get. So you can either hold down E to make this, or you can even press begin. We're going to get 64 pure ferrite. So press begin, and it'll use up that fuel there, and then right click out, and it'll take you back out. I'm going to try to gather as much of this phosphorus as I can to maybe help ourselves out, give ourselves some more stuff, so that's going to be good for us. So press E, do this, and let's go and get the pure ferrite out. And let's do X, quick transfer, and exosuit. And then we should be able to use that for our launch thruster. I'm going to leave that there for right now. Let's get back into our ship. Now, not every planet is going to be hot. Some will have toxic rain that you start on. Some will have radiation. Some may be perfect. There are some good planets out there. There are some really bad planets out there. Every planet is going to be a little bit different. Alrighty, let's see our launch thruster. Okay, now we have the pure ferrite. So let's go ahead and click on repair, and then now we can put that right in here. There we go. Now we have our launch thruster, and we can also begin making some of this stuff as soon as we can. Now we have enough hydrogen on us. This is what's going to fill up the launch thruster right here. So let's go ahead and make a metal plating, and it's going to use some of this ferrite dust. So we can't make too many of them, but we can make some. And then let's make launch fuel. It's going to fill all the way up from empty. So, and these things stack to 20, so you can put a lot more in one thing. If you want to get rid of something, middle mouse click on it and it'll totally get rid of it. I would advise not doing that unless you really don't want something. So let's go and see about any chromatic metal that we might be able to make. And let's come up to here, and now let's go in here and let's see what this phosphorus will do. Put that in there. Now, that's going to give us ferrite dust, so I don't think the phosphorus is going to work. We're going to have to find something else. So we can use this in our gun, I guess. It's take 35 seconds. We don't want ferrite dust. We can get that anywhere. So take that back out, put that in our exosuit, and we'll just use that for our gun. I am going to be going up to space in a little bit, maybe in this episode. We will see what happens. I just want to try to get some more supplies. And I would like to see what this machinery has in it, this damaged one right over here, because this guy takes chromatic metal. So let's look at this, and he needs 25 chromatic metal. We have the sodium, so we just need the chromatic metal. And another thing, in my last episode, I do realize that I missed these and these guys. These guys were up in the air up here, but I do realize I missed them, so I went ahead and got them collected. I got a little bit of stuff from them, including some junk metal and whatever. Scan everything. You can get a lot of credits for it, which is going to help you out. And speaking of credits, let me show you guys something else that you can do too. Let me get back to my ship real quick. And you can get in your ship from any direction or any way. It really doesn't matter. So if you go to escape and then you go to discoveries, it will also tell you a little bit about the planet. So you can click on it and it will tell you fauna regular, flora abundant, sentinel standard, so they're not going to be like overly aggressive, the weather dehydrated, and that's in this current planet. Now Nestor is this is okay, that's where we are. So right here I can upload it, rename and upload, or set waypoint, so that way I know where I can come back to. So this is going to be on the galactic map, and I think I'm going to go ahead and upload it, plus I will get credits for it, and that's going to be really good. So let's just go ahead and upload, pressing E, and now it's been uploaded. And then we can also do it for here, and let's go and do that. Okay, that should give us some units, I think, but I'm not sure because they have changed stuff quite a bit. I haven't done that for a long time. Let's go ahead and upload him. Okay, so things should be uploaded. So now we have a bit of stuff. You can see your milestones here too for all the things that you have done. The log, the guide, so you know what you're doing and all that stuff. The combat, we haven't done too much of that, and there's the options. So let's go ahead and okay, got phosphorus, 2 phosphorus. Wonder where that came from. Get out of here. Let's see what that guy says. Scan everything you can. That's gonna help you out a lot. Okay, good. And I noticed that right there, hazardous flora. Let's go and see what that says. And I just tagged it, so that way it always stays up on my HUD, and then I can go over to it and see. Alright, that's probably one of those darn plants, I'll bet you. Let's see if we can see. He should be here somewhere. I don't know where he is, but he's probably here. Alright, I am going to do some exploring, see if I can find any of the copper or anything, so that way we can make the chromatic metal, because I do want to see. Here's one of those tests. Some of these guys are carbon, some are oxygen, but that oxygen is always going to do us well. I'm going to gather up some of this stuff, and then I'm going to look around, and I'll catch up with you guys here in just a minute. Here is some of that condensed carbon, so let's just go ahead and discover this, and then we will collect these guys, because this is also good for our gun too. And now that our gun is empty, let's go ahead and get him refilled. So we're gonna do this, and let's go ahead and use the phosphorus, because right now we can't use that. We can only turn that into ferrite dust, and we can get ferrite dust, so I'm not really too worried about that. Right over here, little ways, let me go on over to it, and right here is copper. So there is copper on here, but I need the terrain manipulator just like I do for that thing of phosphorus that I showed you guys in the first video. These things right here are actually really good. These are words that we can learn. So we're gonna learn a word from the Korvax, sorry. Okay, the stone resonates, producing a sound that fills my mind. A vision begins to take shape. A robotic life form turns toward me. Light streams from the metal shell, forming a glowing fog that surrounds us both. They gesture toward me. Accept knowledge, or leave, whichever you want to do. The name Korvax floats on my vision, an echo of the strange vision I just experienced. A word in the alien tongue is seared into my brain. Okay. Another thing that I don't know if you guys know or not, but you don't have to just hold down the shift button to run. You can just press it and you run. And then when you want to stop running, just press it again or let off the forward motion and you'll be okay. I've collected a bit of dihydrogen. I'm going to collect some more. I have a lot of ferrite dust, so we can have a lot of launch thruster fuels. So I'm going to head back to the ship now that I know where this copper is, and I'll show you guys a couple of more tricks here in just a couple of minutes. Something that you guys can do too is if you hold down F like I did in the first video, you can look around and see stuff that you might not know about. See right there's a copper deposit, and you can find all kinds of interesting things. Solar vine, I don't know, let's check that out in a minute. Let's go and tag that so that way we can find it. Okay, let's go and see what that's about. I don't know what a solar vine is. And it's probably going to be underground or something, but we will be finding out. Okay, solar vine is over there. Here's another plant that we can discover. Discover as much as you can. You're going to get credits for it, and that's going to help out when you want to buy another ship or anything like that. So I'm going to go over there to that vine, and we'll catch up with you guys here in just a minute. Here is that solar vine. Even though it's pointing me to go over there, this is solar vine. It says solar vine right there. I can't collect it. I have to have a hazmat gauntlet to do anything with it. Some things will require higher level stuff, other things will not. So you really need to, make sure that you scan everything, look at everything, try everything. Some things you'll be able to get really easy, and others you will not. So let's see what that guy is. Get some more credits. And okay, and you can when you upload stuff like this, you can also change the name of it or whatever if you want to. You can make it be whatever name you want it to be. We already know about these guys because I scanned these guys earlier, and it says it's the Tiger Oho or whatever that is. So I'm gonna repair my suit. And I guess I'm going to head back to the ship, and we're going to have to probably go somewhere else if we can find another place, if we can find anything. Health restorative. Okay, let's go and go over there, and let's get some health, because if we don't have enough health, then we're obviously not going to be doing so good either. So let's scan this. Good. Now we have that. And right over here is some health. Yep. So always try to look around for this kind of stuff. This is going to help you out a lot. It's going to keep you going. It's going to, your health should be at full, and if not, then it will make it at maximum. So, get everything that you can. You will also be getting ammunition and different things. You can get all kinds of stuff in here. Remember to watch your inventory slots, because you really want to make sure. And if there's something in there you don't want, you don't really care about, you know, you are more than welcome to dump it. So, you know, you don't have to keep holding everything. My light is not working for some reason. Oh, there it goes. The light wasn't coming on for some reason. I'm not going to pick up that this time because I know that's just going to be the jetpack boost. Now, down here, this can be a dangerous area because of these guys right here. And these guys are not very nice. They will give us stuff, but they just are not very nice. They will hurt you, and the hazardous protection, like when you come over to them, see, that's our hazards. So always try to get rid of those guys if you can. That's going to help us out a lot. Let's go and get that guy scanned before we destroy it. Cool. Yeah, I can't do anything to that one because I need a hazmat gauntlet. Okay, now I got away from him. Now I don't have to worry about it. I'm going to see what's down here and see if there's anything good, and then I will head back to the ship. So down here in this cave, there are these stalactite things, stalagmites. And these have cobalt on them. Now, I've already collected quite a few of them, so I have 241. I can hold 250 is all, but these things actually take a long time to wear down. And you can see how this is going. It's just not going very fast at all. So, like I said, everything does go faster or slower depending on, you know, how strong your gun is, what kind of product it is, all those kind of things. So I just want to show you guys that the cobalt's good. It is used for crafting and other things like that. So you can, make other things for your ship and other important items to repair other structures and different things like that. I'm going to gather this oxygen and be right back at the ship, and then we will probably have to go up into space, sell a bit of stuff, and see if we can do some things, because some of this stuff is only sellable. That's the only point in some of this stuff. There is no other point in it except for just to sell. So let's see what these guys have. These containers like these are everywhere. You just wander around and you will find them as you go. We should probably actually pick up those things because we may not make it back to here. There's going to be a lot of other things that we can collect, so I'm not going to get too worried about that. Let's come back here, do this. So, I'm not going to worry about trying to repair this machinery that's over here that I wanted to repair, because we really do need to go up into space so I can show you guys that. So come over to your refinery and let's just go and pick it up. And that's going to put the refinery in there and take out whatever stuff we had in there. We can also pick up this guy too. To use these, you need navigation modules. So we don't have any right now, so we can't do anything with it. So we're just going to pick it up, and then that way we have it so we can put it down anywhere else. Now right here, all this is in our inventory, so when we go to put this stuff back down, we don't have to rebuild it. So that's going to be really good. Okay. Now that we've made it here, let's go ahead and press W. And that's going to get us off the ground. Now we can press C and scan the planet and, you know, see if there's any buildings that we want to go to or whatever. And there will be from time to time buildings that we can go to. But for right now, I think we just need to go up into here and let's go and see if we can find a space station to maybe upgrade our ship or sell stuff or different things like that, meet some other aliens so we have more things to do. So trying to get off the planet right now. Headed up there. Euclid Galaxy, you discovered this. So okay, Corvax is dominant life form. Conflict level I think is normal. Let me check that out here for a quick second. And discoveries. So the conflict level is testy. So there may be pirates here. X. Okay. X and F. Okay, there's a message. Incoming transmission. Please identify yourself. I am whatever. Identify yourself. You are not alone. Follow the whatever that is. The broadcast ends as strangely as it began. The final piece of the signal appears to be a set of planetary coordinates. Input coordinate data. Alright. So now we have something else to do and
navigational data received.
okay. So right over there, this is the planet that we're above that we just started on. Is a space station. It's going to take us quite a while to get there. There's another planet right over there. There's another planet there. If you look around, you can see there are several things that we can do here. There's 3 planets that we can see for right now, and there probably could be one over there. Signal source arrive in 6 hours. I want to go to the space station first. So let's just go ahead and head over there. Pressing W for right now. Get focused on that space station. So that's in the middle of that circle. And then I'm going to go ahead and press Tab. Or Shift, I mean. And you don't have to hold on the W to do that either. We're in the atmosphere of the planet, so we're not going to be able to do our fast travel until we get out of the atmosphere. So I think the best thing to do would be to just go up, get out of this, and up here there are a bunch of different asteroids. Now this is where we can actually start refilling our ship with some of the necessary components to keep our ship going and get some other stuff to sell as well. Just blast these and you will start collecting stuff, silver or whatever may be there. Some of them you actually drill holes through some of them, like this one right here. So all we're going to do is end up taking pieces out of it. That one is silver, but we need the tritium because that's something that's going to keep our launch thrusters and the thing that makes it go faster full. The booster or whatever it is, I don't know what it's called. You can shoot these as much as you want. Just remember your gun will get hot, so try to keep that in your mind. It's up there on the top just like your pistol. So we have quite a bit of tritium, and let's see, we have 40 tritium. It's going to help, but it's probably not as much as we probably really do need. Now, from time to time, you will see freighters and stuff come into your view and kind of warp in, and that's perfectly fine. We will eventually be getting one. As far as I know, what they have said is somebody will come to you eventually, and you will get one. So that is a good thing, and your gun doesn't need to be charged all the time, which is another good thing as well. Okay, let's head over to our space station if we can, and let's just get going. All right, I'm gonna get to the space station, and as soon as I get there, I'll talk to you guys then. Before I get to the space station, press W to go faster, press Shift to do this mode, and then press your space bar, and you will go into hyperspace. And you don't have to hold that down, you can just press it, and you will be going really fast. It only takes a few short seconds for us to get there at this speed, so we can't warp yet. We don't have any warp gels, so we're gonna have to definitely be going and looking for some. Let's go and fill up that guy. Now we used all of that, so we're gonna have to get some more tritium when we come back out. Now to slow down, just press S and you will go back to slow speed. So that's a good thing to know, because if you don't, you may end up overshooting your objective or your destination or whatever. So, okay, we are almost at the space station. We'll be there in about the next 24 seconds. So I'm going to go and gather some more tritium because we are going to need it if we're going to keep our launch thrusters, or our boosters that is, powered. Alright, once you get in up to the space station, is all you gotta do is just go into the blue light and then it'll automatically guide you in. It's kind of like a tractor beam sort of thing. Then you can just let off and take your hands away from the keyboard and mouse and it'll take care of the rest. Alright, welcome to the space station. Now, all these little circles are where the ships will land. Like, we have landed on that one there. Other ships will be coming in. They will land. That's what all those green streaks are ships that are coming in to land. And so they will make their way here and start landing. You can either fly up over that railing, or you can just walk up these stairs, whichever you prefer to do. Now, there's a ship right there. We can go talk to the guy, but for right now I think I'm just going to sell stuff. And then we will worry about talking to them in just a little bit. Alright, so now you guys get to meet Korvax. And these are Korvax. They are advanced technological aliens. Okay, the electronic looks at me with interest. The facial lights constrict as they stare deep into my visor. I can't help but feel that countless analytical systems are recording and studying every move I make. I can't do anything with them because I don't have any of this stuff. But I could actually get a Korvax casing, because I do believe I have one of those on my ship. So let me see. Do I have Korvax casings? Vortex cube. Okay. I knew I had something like that. So you can talk to any of these guys that you want to. You can. There's Gex and other creatures, and you can talk to anything here. There are also plants that you can sometimes harvest and get stuff from. You can't go down in there. You can't even get on top of there, so don't even worry about trying to do that. You can't fall through there. So if you want to sell stuff, come over to these units on the wall, and some of these are also on the planets, and they're just round spheres. So go over to them, and it comes up with all kinds of stuff like everything else does. And now we can sell items from our inventories or buy items from the Galactic Trade Network. Let's go and sell. And I'm going to go and sell all of these cubes for 23,000. So what I need to do is just click on them and they're gone. And I can sell, sulfurine and some of this other stuff for a little bit if that's what I want to do. And you can either W and S to go down to look through each and every page here. And some of this stuff, it just has in there that maybe you'll find eventually or whatever, or stuff that they are accepting if you have. Let's go and go to our ship and see. We can go and sell this rusted metal because that's not going to do us any good. It's just kind of useless. It's only for selling. Okay, silver, we can sell that. It's kind of just not really, as far as I know, useful for anything. So we might be able to use it to make some chromatic metal, but I am not sure. But it's worth quite a bit. So for what little bit we have, and the gold is the same way too. So this doesn't say it's useful for anything, so we're just going to go ahead and do this. Whereas this will say, it's useful for different things, so we can go and keep that. Scroll through, see if there's anything else that you have. If not, then just back out, and then we can talk to anybody if we want to. We can come up to here. There are things we can buy from these individuals, and sometimes there's guns that we can get. We can upgrade our guns, get blinded by lights. And this is a teleporter, so we can't teleport anywhere because we don't have anywhere to teleport to. The teleporter network is only available to experienced warp travelers. Once a base is procured, you can teleport to it from a space station and then return to the same space station. Teleporters allow instantaneous travel between space stations and own bases. I know I read that a little bit wrong, but so we don't have a base, so therefore we can't really do anything with that. So, but once we do, then we will be able to go places and do things. Sometimes you can get jobs from these guys, or you can hire them. Once you have a base and you start getting up little areas for them to work in, you can come and hire them and they will work for you. So that's actually a really cool thing that you can do. And now that we're in the space station, let's just do a little bit of looking around, seeing if there's anything here that we can do with anything. We can spin chairs. But we're not going to be able to really take much of anything. Okay. Nanite clusters. Those are good. I don't know exactly what they do, but I know that they're good because that's something that's in the game. So let's go ahead and collect all of these. And oh, navigation data. Nice. Now I got another one of those. Yay. This guy has a gun right here. Let's go and see what this has. So this guy has a lot of slots. It's also compared with our multi-unit tool. This thing is worth $1,633,000. Our multi-tool, we can't even accept it because our multi-tool doesn't have anything hardly on it. This one's a lot bigger, a lot better, has all kinds of stuff on it, but we can't even do it until we have the money. So we're just going to return. It's a nice tool, but until we get more money, we just are not going to be able to do anything with that. It's going to... Okay. Got some more navigation data. These things are what we're going to use in our beacon, so we can actually do other things. Appearance modifier, so we can change our suit and all that stuff there. That's going to be good. If you guys want to, you can. I'm not going to really worry about that too much. I am just going to, we don't see it a lot, so I'm not really too terribly worried about changing my appearance or whatever. If you guys want to, that's fine. Alright, so we did this, and you can go into other places and do other things. Just kind of be careful about what you do. Don't go, trying to pull out your weapon or anything, because they really don't like that. Oh, good. These pretty guys. Enemy Slayer Ansa. No idea what he's saying. I can't read that. I'm not even going to try to read that. The warrior's nostrils flare as I approach. They inhale deeply and bark out what could be a warning. I hurriedly mime that I am peaceful and know little of their kind or language. They take a second to think, then grab my multi-tool while barking again to my visor, streaking it with saliva. They point at the indicator that shows which element I can carry. I do my best to keep calm. So give organic elements, give catalyst, or leave, or give metal. We could go and maybe just go and give them some organic element. Let's see what happens. Warrior grunts to teach me some of the language of their people. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. So these are Viking, and now we have met them. So you can see we're going to meet a lot of aliens. We're going to be doing a lot of things. There's a plant, dihydrogen. So, always look around and see what all you can do, because there may be other things that you can kind of check and see. And then we can't get back here because this is an Atlas pass. So, I don't even know how to do them. I've never actually made one at all in all the time I've been playing, the 90 plus hours that I've played this game. So, I have no idea what to even do there. Collected all these cubes, so let's go back down to our ship and let's try to find that other place that we can go to and and just see what we can do there. I am gonna head out, but before I do, let's blast out of here. You go really fast, zip right out, and you just kind of go really slow for a little bit. Unknown planet. Let's go and just see what this one says. Let's scan it. Lifeless planet, pure ferrite, and copper. There's nothing on there. So, if we want to get stuff, we can. I just don't know if we're going to do that right now, because I think the best thing that we should do is maybe we'll go to that signal source. So let's head over there, and I'm going to zip over there, and I'll meet you guys there. Before we get to the planet, let's go ahead and scan this and see what it has to say. Okay, so it looks like a pretty good planet. It's a bleak moon, cactus flesh, sodium, pyrite, and copper. And we, Ewing Alpha Moon of Nestor. So, let's go ahead and see if maybe we can actually just kind of come over here to our signal source and see what we can find. Press A. There we go. Get line back up again. Okay, as we head in towards our signal source, I can see there's some copper here and pretty huge mountains and stuff. So let's go and see what this actually says right here on the signal source. Come on, man, land, please. Sometimes the ship's really dumb and doesn't land where you really want it to. Alright. Now, once we get out, we're going to find out what kind of planet this is, the temperature and everything else. So, look on the lower left-hand corner. Bleak moon, weather, icy night, sentinels limited, flora rich, and fauna abundant. So there's tons of stuff on here. And if you don't want to read all this stuff, you can just press tab to skip it when you're playing your game. Look at that guy, he's a walker right there. How do you like that? So we have that. Scan this. Scan that guy. Try to get as much money as we can. That's going to help us out a lot. Alright, it really isn't bad temperature-wise. So that one gave us 1,600. There's all kinds of stuff that we can do here. So we are now down here. This is a save point that I was telling you guys about that I was trying to find on my first planet. So once you press E for save and chart, it goes to a bright white screen and then it saves it. And so you can just go over here, and every time after this, it will just save it without that bright white screen. So I'm going to look around, see if there's anything that we can get into. It does not really look like it. So there's some oxygen over there, good. And broken technology. Let's see what this says. Okay, broken technology. Sparking wires of the machine generate a signal, tapping out its broadcast into the void. Whoever left the message is long gone. Decipher the signal. No fuel in, failed to reach station, hazard protection low, no choice but to underground, deployed base computer. As well as the log entry, the signal contains plans for a base computer and a terrain manipulator. Yay! So now we got that. With any luck, the base computer will hold more information about whoever is leaving these messages. Download the plans. Now we have the base computer and the terrain manipulator. So we need dihydrogen jelly and carbon nanotubes. So that's not really too bad. I'm probably actually going to build a base on this planet because there is no toxic stuff on this planet to harm me and whatever. So I think this is actually a really good place to build. And the nights get cold, but that's about it. So we're really close to getting that terrain manipulator built. So let's make 2 of these. So I'm going to make 1, And I need more carbon. Make another carbon nanotube.
Product constructed.
Alright. Now, oops, let's go back over here and we have part of it, so now we need the dihydrogen jelly. Oops. Okay, so let's come over to here. We don't have any room on there. We have one little spot right there, and let's make a dihydrogen jelly.
Product constructed.
Alright, now let's go back over to our gun, and now let's press E, and here's the terrain manipulator.
Technology
Now that's
installed.
put on our
Technology recharged.
gun. So now we can do this. Now we can manipulate the terrain and make big holes, and we can also gather stuff. And you can also right click. And okay, I thought you could. G will go back to normal. And okay, you can't right click. I did it one time, but I don't know why I can't do it right now, but maybe I had a little bit more stuff. So we got this, the terrain manipulator is good to go. And now we can blast out large chunks, and you guys can see what's all going on here. Yay! So now we need to go and find some copper. So we're going to be doing that in the next episode and building the base computer and continuing this adventure. So thank you guys for being here with me. Thank you for watching this, and thank you to the people, you know, who are leaving comments and that kind of thing, because that really does help out a lot. So I'm going to transfer some stuff, and I'll be doing that. I'm not going to do that with you guys right now, as that's kind of boring. So I'm going to build on this planet. It's a perfect planet, and we will talk to you guys next time. We actually have a lot done, so yeah, we're making progress. So this is actually really good, and there's some stuff we can go and get, and I'm really excited about this. So this is a perfect planet. Moon, I guess. So we will talk to you guys next time. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you later. Bye bye.